Good morning once again, and thank you so much for keeping it on UBC TV. It is time now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, a time when you will be able to call in and be part of this discussion. I know many of the viewers I meet are like, we want to be part of the discussion. So in this segment, you're able to call in and be part of the discussion. And today we are going to be handling a very sensitive topic, and yet very relevant to every Ugandan, most of the city dwellers, and some areas where these recruitments were carried out. In March this year, President Museveni passed out 6,000 local defense unit recruits who had completed a 4-month military training course at Kaweweta Army School, that is in Nakasongola district. The president said they will reinforce the army and police to ensure that security is beefed up. This is following the rise of a wave of murders and kidnap cases in Kampala and the city metropolitan areas. To date, over 2,000 suspected criminals have been arrested by the local defense unit in Kampala only, and crime rates have significantly reduced. Today we host Major Bilal Katamba, who is the Public Information Officer of Uganda People's Defense Force 1st Infantry Division and LDU spokesperson. We are accessing the effectiveness of the local defense unit. Major,
yes,
most welcome.
Thank you. Morning.
How have you been handling things there?
Things have been moving so far. So good, I would say. First of all, good morning, viewers. Like you said, I'm Major Bilal Katamba, the UPDF Public Information Officer, 1st Division. We are based at Kacheri. I'm happy that I'm here once again. I was last year, I think, 3 or so months back, about the same. Since then, we've progressed. We talked about Tokora when I was here, operation called Tokora. Now we had the first phase of Tokora, which we call Tokora 1, where we had the youth. You remember when the president directed that LDUs should be recruited. He also directed that in the meantime, let the UPDF come up and beef the police as we wait for the passing out of recruitment and passing out of the LDUs. So on 17th September last year, the UPDF from 5th Division came in. We deployed. Like you said, when in March 15th, the president passed out the LDUs, we deployed them. That marked the first phase of Tokora, the UPDF deployment. Now, the second phase is when the LDUs came in, and we called it Tokora 2. We started work on the 23rd of April this year, and they've been doing very well. Then there was a directive, you remember recently, when the president directed Majino Sabich to come up with a plan. Though we had fought crime very much, there are some still pockets of crime happening. So he directed that, please come up with a plan. Even those lingering pockets should be eliminated. So on this last month, we started the Tokora 3, where we have the joint police, UPDF, LDU, and other security agencies to curb crime, and we are moving well.
For the interest of our viewer, Afande, when we talk about LDUs, local defense unit,
yes,
we might believe that everyone knows, but what category of people are we referring to here, and what is their mandate?
We are looking at people who are recruited. First of all, this is not the first time we are having LDUs. We've had LDUs before. You remember they helped very much in the fight against the resistance army in the north. You remember the Amuka boys, the Arrow boys. Even the early 90s, I think, we had LDUs in Kampala especially, but then they're under KCC then, and the local, there was under KCC. They're recruited by they are trained by the UPDF, NRA then they are being paid by KCC. I think the local government also had a hand in there. But finally, when they are phased out, they had issues. Then the president directed that this time, let's recruit LDUs. They are part of the reserve by law. It's provided for in the law. They are recruited, 6,500. This time they are supposed to be under the command of the UPDF. to avoid the previous mistakes that were made where they had to keep their guns under their base, and this time they're under a centralized command of UPDF. They are formed into UPDF structures, like the battalion, the companies, and the platoons, and they are commanded by UPDF. However, they are working under the police because internal security, basically by law, is the mandate of the Uganda police. So we come to beef up the police. We provide the command, and then the operations police led. Yes.
Okay. Now, Afande, thank you so much for that brief background. Now, previously, our understanding was that these people come from communities.
Yes.
And actually, that's the initial purpose.
Yes.
The local defense unit. That's why there's one local. And they should be serving those communities. Now, of course, there was a twist in how the deployment has come most recent. And probably this is why this will be able to shape our discussion, that we are seeing the good work, definitely, and we must appreciate.
Thank you.
But the evidence of the loopholes is also getting worse by the day. And my colleague will cite a couple of events, and I know you are aware of some of these loopholes. Yes. One will start with the demeanor of some of these recruits.
Yes.
Is it because they are not serving in communities where they come from? They are tougher than you, the people, the soldiers.
Okay. Now, about the serving, these people were recruited from Kampala metropolitan area.
Yes.
Like you hear metropolitan, there are so many people. This is the capital. For Kampala is the capital.
Yes.
We get people from the east, from the north, from central, from the west. They are all recruited. As long as you had a recommendation from the LC1, as long as you had a recommendation from DISO, we recruited you, no matter where you come from. As long as you're a resident of Kampala, which is okay, which is absolutely okay. And these people are deployed not specifically in their particular villages they came from or parishes.
I think that is where Felix,
yes,
because people were like, maybe you know that village very well.
Yes.
Because we are giving 5-5.
Yes.
So you know the corners, you know the people.
Yes.
You will not just maybe easily shoot at somebody because you know who they are. But when people now look for the boys and girls that they sent to come back and protect them, and then hearing you're in Machinda, they tell you it's in Gaba towards the landing site. That is what.
Now, what happened was that some villages and parishes gave us a few people.
Okay.
Others don't give us. You find a village is not represented, a parish giving you 5 or 3 people. So you cannot deploy 3 people in the parish. What we do when you go, train them together, we deploy them. For example, those who came from Kampala, we deploy them in Kampala. It may not be necessarily in the particular village that we came from. Those who came from Kawempe will be put in Kawempe, but not necessarily in the parish that you came from. Because of the numbers, because you cannot, they will deploy in UPDF structures. The smallest unit of UPDF of the army is the section. So we don't have a single village that gave us 12 people. So you cannot deploy them. You must get from other places and put them together. And then we look at their skills and abilities.
Okay.
If Chirabu is good at talking, his public relations is good, we shall put him with a person who's maybe good at command, maybe person who's good, who knows the area, so that we
the skills
get the best out of the section. Yes. It's not necessarily only that you came from here, therefore you must be here. Yes. And that wouldn't be a problem because they receive the same training in the end. They got the same training. The ideology we try to impart in them is the same. The mandate is the same. So you wouldn't mind working from a different station. We keep moving even UPDF. Even teachers keep moving, for example, from one area to another. That wouldn't be a very big problem. Yes.
Afande, maybe briefly give us what is the clear mandate of LDUs, because today they are querying riots. Tomorrow they are patrolling areas.
Yes.
The other day they seem to be everywhere.
Being everywhere is not bad as long as it's still within their mandate. And it's for a purpose. One, they're supposed to beef up police to fight crime in Kampala, metropolitan area. That's all. Now, if they are if they're under the command of the UPDF, but if police comes and say, please, we need this many, we are going here, we expect this, they go. And in most cases, they are supposed to be in the outer cordon. For example, if they are to go to maybe, like there was an operation in the Chiseka market, that area where they went to, police went, but they are in the outer cordon. You find the police, they go to secure the area, then police goes inside and in the inner cordon. So whenever they're called upon by police, they go, because the operation is police-led. But the patrols they are joined currently. They are joint patrols to fight crime. Yes. Another element that has been introduced in this Tokora 3 is the introduction of a quick reaction force. Now, previously, people were saying that we call the 99 and they take long to respond. Sometimes they don't respond. Now, in this Tokora 3, each station, police station, has a quick reaction force. All you have to do is there 24/7, 24 hours.
Quick reaction force.
Quick reaction force. All you have to do is to call. Please, there's an emergency here. There's housebreaking here. There was an incident that happened on Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. On Monday.
Today is Thursday.
On Tuesday, in Buddo, Nakasozi. Somebody was breaking the house. The housebreakers, they're around 5 in number, we are told. They are not arrested. That's why I cannot confirm the number. But somebody called that, please, he called our patrol. There's a housebreaking here. Our force reacted. As they are moving out, the robbers were coming out of the house. Our force was coming in. They stopped them. They refused to stop. They drove off. They continued to drive. But then they were able to shoot the tires. And then the robbers ran out of the vehicle, and we were able at least to recover the vehicle and the household items that had been stolen. So that quick reaction. So I urge all Kampala residents, Kampala, Wakiso, and Mukono, make sure you attend those civic mobilization, the joint civic mobilization, police and army, that we are taking place currently. There are around 4 teams moving. Make sure you attend them. You get those numbers. We shall be giving out those numbers. I think I will have to also give you here for Kampala metropolitan area, north, the east, the south, Wakiso and Mukono, so that people are able to call those emergencies. There are people there that are ready to respond immediately. Yes.
Afandi, I just want to ask something quite disturbing. Yeah. And I'm sure you must know of some of these reports. We have had a couple of negative reports. Most recent, there was a report that came from Uduma. I know you must go to the same. There was one from Bunamwaya, I think Rubaga, most recent, Machindie, somewhere in Bokoto, where we have had our boys in LDU have become against now the societies. It's unfortunate that some of these activities have gone so bad that even people have lost lives. Yes. Well, this has instilled a bit of fear in some of us, even now that you want us to call them. But how do you help us regain courage? Are these simply loopholes? Is this a practice we should get used to? Should we be worried?
No, we shouldn't be worried. We have 6,500 LDUs armed. Apart from that incident of Mona Lisa here, we've not had any incident where our boys have shot anybody without anything really pointing to criminality. Even in Mona Lisa here at Kabusu, I think it was the last one.
The person believed to have surrendered and then...
No, that's not true. I don't know where people got that information.
That's why I wanted to clarify. Because there are a couple of cases that we need a bit of clarity and purposes of public...
Yes. Now, what happened was that we have joint day and night patrols of our boys. And the command of a UPDF, and there's a police officer. In most of the cases. Now, they had people shouting, thief, omubi. But because they have instructions to respond in less than 5 minutes, they came very fast, running to have the thief. What they found was a man running. They tried to stop him. He refused. So this boy shoots. The mistake that the boy made was to shoot before he got any order, because the commander said, I had not given the order to do what? Shoot. So you cannot entirely blame this boy. You blame him, one, for not waiting for the order, but the situation like a thief is running. So I think that's why he was arrested. The boy was arrested. Even the commander is under detention. We investigate. If we find that there was a mistake, a mistake that was made, then they are going to court. Either one or both of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Now let me also, I don't know if you have some maybe because it's important to help people understand, because there's so much rumor. For example, there's a case of now Modoma.
Yes.
In PG.
Now, the one of Modoma is called Bulega.
Yes.
It's called Bulega. In the Bulega, there's a case of Sam Odukuru. Sam Odukuru, I think was
Odukuru, yes.
Odukuru was 42, I think.
He had clubbed by the wife,
yes,
something like that.
Yes. Police came for reinforcement from LDUs. They also actually, he took the LDUs. When they went, they found the man, the Odukuru had come, brought himself at the police post. Said, oh, good, he has come. Everybody relaxed. Then immediately he sat down. This man moved out. Then the OC ordered that bring that man back. This man, now, when he turned, he was wearing 2 trousers. He had a pang here and a knife here. He only opened, I don't know whether those facts have not come to you.
No
he
one has
opened his trouser, removed the pang to and charge that the LDUs were pursuing him. Actually, what the boy did, he shot him in the arm, here, and he threw the what? The pang, which was okay. However, this man overbled before he reached hospital. That's how he died. But he was charging at the LDUs. We have rules of engagement that guide us in this. We have operation orders. We have rules of engagement. We observe the law. We try as much as possible to observe the law, and we are restrained from using lethal means unless it's really necessary. And the 5 principles of basic human rights must be observed. The one of legality, accountability, legality, proportionality. For example, you must, when you are going to use the arm, a gun, for example, you must make sure that you are working within the law. And the force you use must be proportional to the opposing force. If one is not armed, is not charging at you, why would you shoot? If one surrenders, like they say, you cannot shoot. All those principles are read to
because there was so much.
The rules of engagements are read to the operational orders are read to the boys. Even the briefing before they go for patrols, it's done. In the morning, as they come back, they do debrief. Before they go, they are briefed. So I think we've tried to minimize confrontation with the wananchi. We try as much as possible.
Well, just remind the wananchi that you are going to be receiving calls just a few minutes from now. So the number is on your screen. You will be able to call in and ask Major Katamba here to just answer any question that you want to know regards the LDUs or the local defense unit. Afande, you've given us some of the challenges.
Yes.
Can you give us some of the outstanding achievements that you believe these gallant sons and daughters of this country have done?
Now, like I told you, these boys started operating on 23rd of April. Since April now, they have recovered 12 guns from wrong hands, 12 guns. They have recovered more than 17 vehicles that have been stolen. The last one being, there was even the other one of saying it was also this week. They stole from one Ibrahim Segirinya. They entered his house, cut the burglars. They are very daring. They are around 7 with machetes. So he had nothing to do. He surrendered. They took the money that he had. But somehow they went with his Harrier, new Harrier. So they went up to this road in Rubaga, near the late Sibambi's home.
Yes.
There was one vigilant councillor. Up to now, I still thank him. He saw a vehicle parked at 4 a.m. he called the LDUs. Commander, he had the number. That the vehicle parked here. We don't know what's happening. Please come. They came immediately. When they came, when they were nearing the vehicle, it sped off. So we used these councillors. They used the councillor offered his vehicle to pursue these thieves. They pursued them up to Msaji Arungwa. When they saw that they are really on them, they had to move out of the vehicle, abandoned it, and whatever they had stolen was inside, and the vehicle was recovered. So that's the vigilance the president talked about the other time, that let us be very vigilant. Now. So there are so many vehicles, I said 17 now, that have been recovered. Motorcycles are very many. Highway robbers have been arrested. The stealing of animals, the president was very keen on that people, the people, Operation Wealth Acquisition gives people animals, and then they're stolen a few months after maybe they're about to yield. So that has reduced very much. Yes.
Afande, you also made aftermath recruitment. I think you made another recruitment,
yes.
Most recent. What is happening with these people? Are they under training? When are they? You had said you trained them for 3 months. I don't know.
They're still training. They're
for how long is the training?
For those who are of Kampala to put an area. We recruited countrywide 13,000, but for Kampala metropolitan area we have 6,500 again. When they're ready, they'll be coming. You remember our target. The present target is 24,000. So we have the 6,500, another 6,500 coming within Kampala metropolitan area. Maybe we shall have the numbers that we need. If we had the numbers, possibly things would be different.
Okay.
Yes.
Also, when you've talked about that quick response team at every police station, and Afande will be giving us the numbers. So get your pen and where you write these numbers so that in case of anything, you can effectively be helped. Remember, every Thursday we discuss security. We have either an officer from police, from the armed forces, from prison, anywhere, but the issue is security. Our lines are now open. You can call in and be part of this discussion. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is UBC.
Yes, you're live on UBC TV.
I'm seeing a number on screen and you want to participate in the discussion going on.
Please go ahead. We are getting you.
Pardon?
Give us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Mbogwe.
From Mbogwe. Okay, go ahead, please. Your name?
Samuel Chambade.
Samuel Chambade. Yes, your question. But reduce the volume of your TV. Reduce the volume of your TV, please. And then go ahead.
Pardon?
Reduce the volume of your TV and then go ahead with your question.
I do what?
Reduce the volume of your TV set, then go ahead with your question. Yes. Hello?
Yes,
please.
I have a question.
Okay, my apologies, gentlemen. Please, when you're calling, reduce the volume of your TV set because I'm getting an echo, so I won't be able to get your question properly. Or step away from your TV set, and we'll be able to get you very loud and clear in our studios. The number is on your screen, 0702 23 24 25. That is the number. So keep trying, keep calling, and then you will have the question, and Major will be here to answer. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling from?
Moses Kasila.
Yes, go ahead, Moses.
I am calling from Muya in Nakawa. First of all, we need to be in the end of society, local elements are there. So, if one or two, that's a mistake. We should not blame the whole system. What matters is disciplinary action take place. Simply, I am in Imbuya. I have never had someone complaining of damaging or destroying his identity card. I have never had anyone complaining that he was beaten by the LDUs. But I was in Naguru, where in the Vinyoni zone, where two boys started to beat an LDU. because they were arrested at night around 2 in the night. They asked them where they were from. They claimed they were from the bar. They were left. They went home. But in the morning, they had to be the LDU. Suppose if that LDU was bad, what he did, he went and picked a gun, arrested them, he took them to RDC's office. But if he was bad and he had shot them, where are they going to blame the LDU when it's a human being being beaten for nothing? Lastly, why I don't want to overblame these LDUs, it is at night. You are battling someone makes an alarm, a thief. You expect that LDU to look at you and you run away. So they have done a good job. But the problem, like their cameras are not helping them. Because these cameras, they don't capture number plates. And police is quiet. So presidents should come in, they should not bring other cameras which does not capture number plates at night. Thank you.
Thank you, Moses Kaziba there. He says these are human beings, and of course, sometimes the public maybe misjudges them. Giving that example, you make an arrest at 2, then during the day, these very people come and attack a particular person. That is the LDU officer there. We are still receiving calls, and that is the number on your screen. Major, hello, good morning. Hello. Please give me your name and where you're calling from. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Oh, sorry, we've lost you, but keep trying. It could be a network problem, but you will go through like Moses Kaziba has gone through. Just step away from your TV set, please. If you do that. Hello, good morning. Yo?
Hello.
Hello, I'm getting you.
Hello?
I'm getting you. Just go ahead. Give me your name and where you're calling from. Oh, okay. Well, the moment you're next to your TV set, we will not be able to get you. So as you're calling, move away completely from your TV set or turn the volume down. I'll be able to get you, and people in studios will also be able to get you. So that we get your opinion, we get your concern, and we are able to fight criminality within the communities where we stay. Because you have the knowledge, you have your questions answered very well. Hello, good morning.
Hello, sir.
Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling Musa. I'm from Kabale.
Musa from Kabale?
Yes, afande. Mimi kuuliza afande kwa Kiswahili.
Yes.
Afande njagala kwogera mu Kiswahili. Embuuza. Wano mu Kabale. Tufuna ddi ba LDU kwanza ndi Kabale wano wenkolera. Tufine ba LDU bonna. Ndiko ba polisi bokka n'abamagye aba LDU byo barikruitinga ddi kwanga abana wano batutawanya. Nabo bagala kujoininga LDU. Babaleeta ekibuuzo kyange.
Kale munaffe Musa Kabale. He was asking when will they recruit LDUs in Kabale there. Some want to join, and also they want to be able to fight criminality, like it has happened in some areas where this recruitment have taken place. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is UBC?
Yes, UBC TV.
Yes, so I'm asking.
Your name, please?
This is Bilal Titus.
Huh?
Sorry? Hello?
Bilal Titus.
Yes, please.
Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Seguku.
Seguku. Okay, go ahead, Titus.
Yes. In the case of an LDU misbehave.
Okay. Continue.
Yes, in case an LDU misbehave, where do we report? Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes.
He's asking if the LDUs misbehave, where do they report? Okay, thank you, Titus, for that question to Afande, who will be replying it. I just want to pick one caller, then we shall get the reply, and we'll continue picking other more calls. The number is on your screen, and hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Please give me your name and where you're calling from. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm calling from Toronto.
Okay. Okay, lady from Soroti, go ahead with your question.
Hello?
Go ahead with your question.
I'm asking, why is it you have not bothered about all the LDUs? Hello?
I think you have a network problem. Try to be audible and be sure I can get what you want to communicate. Please repeat the statement.
Why haven't you bothered about all the LDUs?
Okay, I get your question now. Why aren't we bothered about the old LDUs? Major Katamba will be able to answer that also. For now, let's hold calls at that. We get a reply, and then we'll be coming back to you to receive more of your phone calls.
Yes, if I go to the question, Kirabo, you were asking about the achievements of the LDUs so far. Yes. We had groups, criminal gangs in Kampala, calling themselves the B13, B52, the Kasolo Boys, the Unato in Buyan, Kasokoso. We've been able to eliminate most of them, arrest them. Most of them, they're no longer there. There are still a few pockets. We had the type of crime which had become common in Kampala, where a gang of around 20 people would come, attack a street, steal everything from mobile phones to money to wallets, everything that their hands could handle. So we are able to eliminate those ones. They are no longer operating. They are one time somebody called me from Kasubi. So we have a gang of around 30 people. They are here in the road. Nobody is here to confront them. Nobody is here to help. But we no longer have those groups. I mean, that level of criminality where people can be such daring as to come during broad daylight and steal from the wananchi. So that kind of crime, at least, we've been able to curb. And that's a very big achievement. Because, I mean, they were affecting ordinary wananchi. Not people driving the vehicles, ordinary wananchi walking on the streets or going about their businesses.
These people have knives. What?
Yes. And if you attack, you dare resist, they can strangle you. So we've been able to fight those ones, and most of them we've arrested.
Okay.
Now, going back to the questions, we had one from Moses Kasiba. It wasn't a question.
He was commending the good work.
Yes, the good work. Now, we had issues when the LDUs are just being deployed. There's a way these fellow youth undermined them. Actually, they thought their guns had no bullets. Others would provoke them to see whether they could shoot. So we had such cases, but we normally brief our soldiers to exercise self-restraint in case they are provoked by the wananchi, because they are there to protect them, not to confront them in such a manner. So thank you for Kaziba for being able to do that. Kaziba Moses Nakawa. Then somebody from Kabale, he says there are no LDUs. Now, this exercise, the last exercise we had was the national exercise. We recruited almost from all areas of the country, save the second division where Kabale is, because Kabale is under the responsibility of the second division. We did not recruit from the second division because we have LDUs already there. I don't know why they're not in Kabale. But I'll find out. In the second division, we have LDUs. That's why we don't recruit. We recruited from the first division, which is here, the third division, the fourth, and the fifth, but we don't recruit from the second division.
The Chigezi
area. Because we have LDUs, I'll ask possibly how far they have been deployed, because it's not part of my area. It's me, I'm under the first division, but possibly because of the numbers. Because of the numbers, they cannot deploy everywhere. We still have that gap. Like I said here, in Kampala metropolitan area alone, we are looking at 24,000. But we've not even raised the quota of that. When we get maybe the one that are coming, we shall be halfway. So we still don't have the numbers. But I'll ask more and see what we can do with Kabale in case there's need for deployment. Then there's where Titus. Where do you report LDUs in case they misbehave? Now the LDUs, if they're on patrol, they have their commander. Report to their commander immediately. If the commander you think is part of the problem, then you go to the nearest police station.
Is normally the commander police personnel or the army?
No, the commander of the LDU is army.
At deployment level?
At deployment level. But there's always a police officer on the patrol. Because the operation is police-led, we are here to, the LDU are there to beef up the police with the numbers. The numbers for police are not very many, as you know that.
Yeah.
So we beef them up. So there's an army officer and a police officer. So you report to them. If they're not able to help you, report to the nearest police station. Then if they are not helped at the station, report the detached commander in your area of the LDUs.
So how do we know the detached commander?
No, the detaches are there in the communities. I don't know
Okay,
whether
this
you don't
post
have
where
any.
we see the LDUs and the tents, yes, yes.
That's the detached.
Okay.
We report there. If you're not helped, we always give out our numbers. Up from the number of the Major General, Samuel Kawaga, who is the commander of the 1st Division. We give out those numbers. If you're not helped at those levels, you are free to call the commander or the para, or I will leave my number here also.
Yes.
You call in case of any problem. They're not supposed to terrorize you. They're not supposed to extort from you. And those are chargeable offense in the military courts.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we hear these things from people outside, from the media, from the journalists, that so this happened here, but we don't got anyone who has come out and reported that this person took this much from me. And if you could only get one, and we take him to court, people will know what we can do with people who misbehave. We don't tolerate any form of indiscipline, especially against the wananchi. We don't. That's our ideology as UPDF. So even the people under us, the LDUs, they're supposed to have that ideology. That's the ideology that we're trying to inculcate in them.
Finally, let me pick more calls and then we'll return. Of course, I told you have your pen and paper because you're going to get some numbers that will be very helpful for the quick response teams. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, brother?
I'm fine. How are you? Naguja Amina Entebbe, from Entebbe, yes. Okay, webale nyo Naguja okuva Entebbe osimye omulimu. Naguja from Entebbe, she's just appreciating and commending the good work of the LDUs as they have beefed up security, that as they are moving, they see them struggle with these thieves to ensure that they bring order and sanity in that area. Let me pick another caller. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Hello, I'm getting you, but reduce the volume of your TV or move away from your TV.
Hello?
Hello, give me your name and where you're calling from.
I saw that I'm calling the Ipson online.
You're live on UBC TV.
Yeah.
So
I
reduce.
wanted the number, I wanted to call them online. What they are talking about LDUs.
We can get you, and you're talking to us right now. So give us your live, give us your name and where you're calling from, then your question. Well, it is very unfortunate we've lost you. But hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yogera Uruganda, genda maso. Polo Sinzidewa.
Okuva wano etororo.
Tororo sebo tesa.
Ate mbuzaako. Ikubalibwa LDUs abansooka. Nga mmwe UPDF kiki mubalowoozaako?
Kale munaffe.
Okuba nabo bakola omulimu gw'amaanyi.
Oyagala balowoozeeko mu ngeri ki muganda wange? obalowoozeeko mu ngeri kituwe ku kifaananyi kubakomyawo okukola ki kusasula kiki
bakomyawo okukola oba okubawayo ekintu kyonna nga kyebakolerera bantu.
Kale, thank you so much. He is a gentleman from Toro there. Paul wants to know what is the fate of those, yes, the old LDUs. Let's pick our final caller. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Reduce the volume of your TV, please, or step away. Hello.
Yeah.
Your name and where
Is this UBC?
This is UBC TV. You're live.
Yes. Nkubidelira.
Genda maaso.
Hello.
Genda maaso tukuulira bulungi nnyo eno.
Nkubidelira abadde mbuuza erira babaleeta ddi kuba n'erira ababbi bayitirivu bajjira mu kikundi ne bakuyoola bakola bye baagala byonna byonna tusaba neno babaleete batuyambeko kubanga bajja nga bayitirivu ne bakuyoola ne bakuggyako kyolera be bakusalirawo oba osigala mulamu so mbadde nsaba afanda atubuulire ddi neno gyebaleetako.
Kale munaffe owerira is asking when are they getting to leader. According to him, there's so much of insecurity there and the groups working together. Okay, let me pick about 2 or 3 more calls as well. Hello, good morning. That is the situation I found as said in Kampala. It's no longer common. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, my name is Westasa Vincent.
Okay, you're calling from? Vincent, reduce the volume of your TV, please.
Hello.
Hello, move away from your TV, then go ahead.
My name is Westasa Vincent.
Okay.
I have a concern.
Where are you calling
In the
from?
month of July, there were reports on Katosi Road where roadblocks constituted by LDs were frequent. But now, the army officer was talking about how to report these guys. How do you really extract information from a guy who is really armed? Maybe him as the security expert, he can tell us. Because I attempted to report this issue to the nearby police station, the locals who were willing to give information, they were afraid of these guys because they could easily come and pick you the following day. So is there a special mechanism of how maybe we can extract information? Because really getting information from an armed man, it's really hard.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your input. Road broke, and I think certain things didn't go very well there. So he's asking, how do we handle such a situation? Public, maybe they fear people that are armed and all that, but Major will be giving us the details. Hello, good morning. Hello? Please give me your name.
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
This is Namanya Anthony from Kalere.
Yes, please.
Hello.
I'm getting you.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother from Kalere. Alfred, go ahead.
I want to appreciate these LDUs.
Okay.
Because these LDUs, they have done a very big work for me who stays in Kalere. They have helped me many things. The sector, the people were there, very many in Kalere, so I appreciate them. And what I want to appreciate them next is me as a mechanic. They called me with my instruments. After showing them ID, they said that now you can go. And I showed them my national ID. Now the problem is these people who don't like LDUs, they are the ones talking about they break their IDs. But I appreciate those people that have helped us. We also stay in Kalere and other places in Kampala.
Okay. Thank you, Alfred, from Kalere there. He's commending the good work that the LDUs are doing in that particular area. Allow me get my final caller, and Fanda will be able to respond to people who have called in. Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry, I've lost you. I just need one more caller, and that's the number on your screen. A question, a comment, and maybe an experience you've gone through with these LDUs. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. This is Tadeo from Gulu.
I didn't get your name very well.
Hello?
Tadeo Kitigum, go ahead.
Yes, good morning to you. This is Mr. Deo from Gulu.
Go ahead, please.
You are speaking to Mr. Deo from Gulu.
I'm getting you very well. Deo from
Hello?
Gulu. Deo from Gulu, I'm getting you. Just go ahead with the question.
Yes. Yes, I just wanted to appreciate your program. Eh? Hello?
Thank you so much.
Yes. So, my comment is, yes, my comment is,
Okay.
really, in fact, I entered the program late, so I don't know when the recruitment for this side of Northern Uganda and the rest of it.
Okay.
Yes.
The recruitment for Northern Uganda. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Whoever has called in right now, I have to end the calls at this, and we get a response from Major Katamba.
Yes, I think we start with the Nagujamina from Entebbe. She's appreciating the work the LDUs have done, and we thank you very much for appreciating, for giving us that comment. Mostly when you have a show like this, it's only the negative people that are very active. Those who appreciate keep quiet, and those who are negative are the one that call in. So I'm happy that they're calling. Now, the local people have benefited very much in this, the local wananchi, from this pet theft, housebreaking. So they have felt the impact more than people who sit somewhere in office and they don't know what's happening in the ground. Yes, that's why you hear people from Kalere calling, people from Chitoro calling. They know what the LDUs have done. Now, thank you, Amina Naguja. Then we have Paul from Tororo. He was asking where the LDUs, where the LDUs, the first ones. Now, the first LDUs came in the early 90s, I think.
Yes.
Early 90s. I'm sure they must be very old now. They must be very old. They only served for 2 years. I told them the way their structure was a bit complicated. They are recruited by KCCA through the RC1.
Local governments.
Yes. Then they are trained by UPD, NRA. Then they worked under the police, under the command of the police. And I think they are paid by the local government. So there are so many agencies that we are involved. But I think because every year is supposed to serve for a particular period, when their task is finished, then they must go back to their work. They are part of the reserve. They go in the inactive reserve. Currently, they are active reservists. Because they are doing the work currently. When the task is finished, maybe they can be integrated. So the president said the other time,
actually a number of the old were integrated.
Yes, when they are being passed out, that they will be integrated. They see how to do it, to manage it.
Okay.
So, but I think those ones must be very old now. They cannot be brought back to work. Just imagine if one was 25 when he was recruited. It's almost 30 years now. So you cannot have somebody of 55, 50 telling them to come back. And so we need young people who can run and around and do the work very well. We are still very energetic.
Okay.
Yes. So about the Casimo, really I cannot say, I don't know, I cannot tell you how their terms of service were when they are serving.
Okay.
We had an inquiry about the same, which was headed by Brigadier General Joseph Mukasabali Kudembe, the Tri-C of the 1st Division Commander, about where are these people, what are they doing. They wrote a report. It was submitted to the CDF. Possibly something will come up after the strategic leadership has read the report. Then there's Tadeo from Guru is asking, one is appreciating the work of the LDU, then two is asking when is the next recruitment. We have just recruited Tadeo. I don't know whether you don't bring your son if you had one. We recruited in July because the last recruitment was across the country, save the 2nd division. We recruited in the 4th division, the 5th division. I think you missed that out, but normally we recruit every year.
Maybe I found it with that. There are some media reports that have talked about no money for recruitment, something like that. Have you heard of it?
But we have recruits already training. In July we recruited 13,000.
2 days ago in the papers that the LDUs, that the UPDF didn't have money to recruit probably or train you short of their budget.
Remember the president talked about 24,000. We've not had that number, we've not hit that mark, not yet. So possibly they're talking about that funds, so that we have that number that is ideal for the security of Kampala metropolitan area. But for now, we have those who are operational, 6,500, and we have those who are training.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
I think the questions are over. We only have one of Kalere, who was also commending the work that's been done by. We have one of Katosi, where he said the roadblocks. I don't know whether you're talking about roadblocks by the LDUs, because they are supposed to conduct roadblocks, snap checks day and night in case there's suspicion of anything. So if the experts, maybe criminals are moving, they're expected to put snap checkpoints. Now, where to report? But we had a problem in Katosi, not Katosi, but in Mkono, where somebody had a gun. Somehow he got a uniform similar to that of an LDUs. I think he mobilized some other young youth, and they are stealing from the Wananchi at night, putting those roadblocks. But we arrest that one. I don't know whether that's the one he's talking about. If you are talking about those ones that we are bringing, staging illegal roadblocks, those we are bad criminals, we arrested their leader, the gun was recovered, and we are picking one by one now. We had 2 cases, I think.
But he was asking, what is the procedure? Because maybe you're doing.
No, actually, that when there's a roadblock and he realizes there's maybe misbehavior, the people are scared of reporting these people because they have the guns. They have maybe one day they'll come and pick them or something like that. So they ask, as a trained soldier, what would be the best procedure of reporting someone who's armed?
You don't go and ask him that you are doing A, B, C, D, E. I mean, go to his leader. I told you, there's always the commander, immediate commander. If he's a patrol, there's a patrol commander. If you think he's part of the problem, then you go to the nearest police or the nearest detached, because there's always an officer they detach where you can report. And a commander cannot keep quiet when any kind of misbehavior or discipline has been reported to him. If you are not helped, then you can call some of the numbers I'm going to give here. But I'm sure by the time you go through all those stages, your problems will have been solved.
Well, time is not our best ally, but Afande, we promised Ugandans that you're going to give them numbers that will help them in terms of quick response. So can we have these numbers?
Now, for now, because the numbers are very many, I'm only going to give you my number and possibly the number of the commander, so that when you call, if you're from Mukono, I don't give you a number for Wakiso. Only I'll give you a number for that area. So my number is 0701 11 05 59. I repeat, 0701 11 05 59. Then the number for our commander, the 1st Division Commander, Major General Samuel Kawaga, 0702 750 501. 0702 750 501.
Then finally, your message to Ugandans regards the local defense unit.
Please, these people are there for you. They are there to fight crime, to help you to fight crime in your areas. Cooperate with them, work with them, give them information. If you have any suspected people in your area, please, you may fear to go physically because people have that fear that they may be reported, or the information may get back to the suspect criminal. Write and put maybe at the police station or at the church, so that we are able to act. We shall follow up those people. Yes.
Thank you so much, Major Katamba, for coming in. Me. And of course, you've heard it all. They're there to serve you. They're there to respond very fast to any form of criminality, and we've seen the fruits. Thank you all those that called in, those that were commending, and those that posed questions too. The Major, I hope you've been effectively answered, and please make good use of those numbers. For God and my country, from me, Felix, and the entire team, I just want to wish you a lovely day. It is the quote of the day. and, of course, sports, as we'll be winding up the entire Good Morning Uganda program. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Lovely day.